Depression can be so isolating and so crippling. It keeps you in bed all day. It keeps you from being able to get your work done. It keeps you from being able to focus on anything, to be able to concentrate. And so you do all these things to not feel that way, to try to fix the problem. But instead you're finding that it's perpetuating those feelings of hopelessness, of sadness, of loneliness. And so there's common things that people do to try to not feel that way, whether it's engaging in addictive behaviors, downplaying your neediness to other people, or even using a lot of positive phrases, a lot of positive affirmations. So I'm going to explore those things. The first of addictive behaviors that might look like overeating, overdrinking, or even hurting yourself. And you do these things to not feel so lonely, to not feel so sad, but instead you find yourself feeling really guilty afterwards, and not feeling any better. Or maybe you try to downplay your neediness to others, which might look like not letting other people in on how you're feeling, so that you can try to save those relationships and keep them around. But instead, you're finding yourself continuing to feel isolated and lonely, even when you're around those individuals. Or maybe that you've tried to think really positively, to have these phrases like, it's all going to be okay, or what's meant to be will be. But you don't find yourself believing in those things or feeling any better after you've told yourself those things. What you're really craving is a safe relationship where you can learn to feel okay, to be yourself, to be vulnerable. And I don't know who comes to mind for you when you think about just one safe relationship. Maybe that could be your mom, your dad. It could be a sibling or a coworker, a friend. Or maybe you're finding that no one comes to mind for you, and that's okay. That's where therapy comes in. That's where I come in. It's a space where you can learn to feel safe, where you can learn to feel okay, to feel how you feel, and to not feel so lonely, to not feel so hopeless. So I'd encourage you today to either think of one person that you can start opening up to feel safe and vulnerable with, or to take a step forward to come in for therapy.